for the PWD under PD 626, amended by EO 179, sickness, disability, etc., assistance of 10,000 pesos, therapy, and skills and entrepreneurial services under the extended Katulong at Gabay.
Bago tayo magpatuloy, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Thank you sa pag-click ng aking video. Good day po sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Sa mga bagong viewers at napadaan lang, by the way, I'm Tita Eda. Welcome to my channel. Ang channel na maghahatid sa iyo ng dagdag kaalaman tungkol sa government services, bagong mga balita at informative videos na galing sa legit na resources. Mag-subscribe na para updated ka.
So the agenda, as you're well aware, is quite copious. We have quite a few things to deal with. Yung una, no, yung social pension or disability support fund, that's Senate Bill 31, 501, 592. Some provisions amending 7277, and that's Senate Bill 311. And the other set of bills are 3 bills dealing with the IDs. So unahin na muna natin yung social pension, and I'd just like to quickly go through this, being that the area of disability benefits, to my mind, has a long history of many bills already. Kung tutuusin, napakadami ng batas, pero kung bibilangin at aalamin ang talagang binibigay na tulong, napakakaunti. So, kung lilistahin natin ang ating mga batas na sumasapaw dito sa paksa ng ating mga PWD, andito na yung RA 7277, Magna Carta for Disabled, RA 10524, expanding the positions reserved. Ayan na yung dole yan, di ba? Alam natin yan, yung 1% na dapat PWD. At ito ay para sa gobyerno, requirement yan, pero sa private, recommendatory lamang. Tapos may RA 11650, ito naman yung public schools, di ba, na may special needs dapat, including the Learning Resource Center and a separate budget for special ed. No? So alam natin yan. Isa pa yung 11228, ito naman yung mandatory PhilHealth coverage. Tapos, meron rin tayo yung sa local government code. If you will recall, we have Section 17, and this has become a contentious issue where elderly and disabled persons already were devolved by the national government as responsibilities of the LGUs concerned. That's for both senior citizens and PWD. So we will go back to that later because the position of the DBM is inconsistent. We also have Executive Order 138 of 2021, devolving once again social welfare services for the elderly. We also have, under the Bureau of Local Employment and the PESO offices, di ba? Meron rin tayong pang PWD, PhilJobNet, JobStart, government internship. So that's what we have right now. I'm just going over this because patong-patong na magulo na, pero kung tatanungin mo anong natatanggap, halos wala pa rin. Kaya nga, so it's a long and extensive slew of laws, and yet they constitute very, very small contributions to the conditions of our PWD. Meron ring DOLE Integrated Livelihood and Emergency Employment Program. O, Department Order to 173/2017 for vulnerable and marginalized workers, including PWDs, to be provided grant access to their livelihood efforts. And also, we have under the SWD comprehensive program for children PWDs. So that's from 0 to 59 years old. Ang coverage and iba-ibang serbisyo to, community-based service, assistance for physical restoration, tuloy-aral, mainstreaming for the children, and then center-based services. And finally, the Employees Compensation Commission benefits for the PWD under PD 626, amended by EO 179, sickness, disability, etc., assistance of 10,000 pesos, therapy, and skills and entrepreneurial services under the extended katulong at gabay. So, napakarami po ng ating mga batas o executive order at iba't iba pang issuances. Pero kung aayusin natin sa ilalim ng isang disability support fund, talagang kinakailangan himayin natin ng maigi. Kasi may incentivization, tapos may exemption, tapos may sinasabi pang stipend or support fund. So medyo magulo siya at hindi masyadong naintindihan. Yung isa pang bagay na pinag-aabalahan ko, bakit sinasabi ng DOF, NEDA, DBM at iba pang mga ahensya na na-devolve na ang responsibilidad para sa ating PWD from the national government to local government. Kung tutuusin, yung mahiwagang Section 17 ng LGC, ng Local Government Code, na-devolve na rin yung senior citizens. Ang tanong, bakit nagbibigay pa ng budget ang national government sa senior citizens kung na-devolve na? Samantalang pinagkakait sa PWD ang pagbibigay ng national assistance mula sa national budget at sinasabi, bahala na yung LGU. Kung tutuusin, ang kanilang basehan, iisang provision sa LGU na binabanggit kasabay yung seniors at saka yung PWD. Bakit yung isa pwedeng pondohan, yung isa hindi? Doon ako nagtataka. So, andito naman yung DBM, ano? Diba, sino ba yung DBM, DOF? DOF kayo, kalimutan ko. Sorry? Yes, your DOF, yes. The question with the departments, with the economic departments is, why are we including the seniors? We're not naman, and we are refusing to include the PWD. I don't get it. Because, is there anyone from DBM? Wala. Yes, DBM. Attorney Tricia, the position paper of Secretary Amina is very, very clear that this has already been devolved. Ang tanong ko, napaka-inconsistent naman. Dinevolve ninyo yung PWD, pero papayagan yung seniors. What's the distinction? It's the same provision under the LGC. And then sa the Commission on Appointments, let's go back to Attorney Tricia Baraan of the DBM. Thank you.
Yes, good afternoon po, Madam Chair. We respectfully inform po that we have stated in our position paper na we are just currently proposing po to devolve yung auxiliary services for PWDs such as assistive devices. But currently po, we are still in the process of evaluating the devolution transition plans of the agency. So hindi pa naman po siya final. And at the same time, actually we have funding po from the JA for 2023 for under the DSWD po for assistance to persons with disability and older persons po.
Yes, we're aware of that. It's just that the logic defied us because there was a claim that PWDs could not be funded given that their care had been devolved. However, the provision cited is the self-same provision as that cited for seniors who are clearly much better funded under the GAA. Yun lang. Okay, thank you. In addition, it was recommended in many. If you don't mind, I'll just go straight to the question since you've already submitted very copious position papers. It was recommended that in lieu of developing a whole new PWD database system, the DOH Philippine Registry would instead be utilized. I think this is similar to what the NCSC does with the senior citizens. Kaya lang, sa ating nakita, sobrang liit nung listahan sa DOH. 'Di ba sa senior citizens, nasa 600,000 lang, more or less. Samantalang ang bilang natin, nasa 10% ng total population or close to that. Kaya, pag ginamit na naman natin ang DOH, yun lang ang bumabagsak sa PhilHealth or other systems ng DOH. Matatanggal na naman at mababaliwala yung karamihan ng PWD. Pareho nung sa seniors. Any comments, please? Yung registry ang magagamit natin ito, yan ang problema eh. Shall we use the DOH database? Kasi yun ang ginagamit sa seniors. And we already know how grossly inadequate it is. So, I'm wondering, anong database ang gagamitin? Any comments? DOH, please? Anybody would like to comment?
Madam Chair, actually, the deaf community is around 8 million already. So as you can see, it's really that statistics we don't know where to get. So
Yeah,
I
that's
would-
right. I mean, everybody's banding about
Yeah.
all kinds of numbers, 8 million, 10
Yeah.
million. Pero wala naman listahan. Pag humingi ka ng pangalan, ang tanging may listahan lamang, yung DOH. Ang problema, yung DOH, kulang-kulang naman. Kasi yung coverage lang nung mismong may PhilHealth o iba pang dokumento. Makakadali ka rin, pero pa kulang-kulang din sa GSI, SSSS kasi karamihan naman din nagtatrabaho. So, anong masasuggest po ninyo? Let's start. Maureen Mata, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Okay, we have the PDAO or the Persons with Disabilities Affairs Office po or the focal or the MSWDO in every municipality or city wherein they issue the National Persons with Disabilities ID card po. So they have the numbers there. And then if they will be
I
able.
have another issue with that
Yes.
because having been a local government official for a long, long time, the differences in disability, 'di ba? Yung total and permanent, and then all the different stages, disabled lang for example sa deaf, pero physically completely able. Otherwise, 'di ba? So, paano yung ganun? Hindi ko nga maintindihan eh. Medyo mas komplikado. At least seniors, you have an absolute number. And even there, we are inadequately recorded. So, paano kaya, Miss Mata?
Opo, dahil ang
Maaasahan yung ID na binibigay ng ating mga LGU. Alam ko LGU ko, napakatagal na panahon eh.
Yes po, ma'am. So dahil po sa LGU po talaga kasi nag-i-issue ng ID, we just have to be strict on the disability. The version 3, I guess, that they had already, around 10 disabilities that they have there. So on the
So,
basis,
specify yung disability.
it's already,
Ganon.
yes po, ma'am.
Okay.
So with the ID
So,
that,
you're saying that we will enjoin the LGUs to be more specific about their IDs. Hindi lang sasabihin PWD.
yes, ma'am, because
Kasi alam natin, naging biruan na at bayaran yung PWD card. Alam naman natin yan, may racket dyan eh.
Apparently, it's true, ma'am.
Lahat na lang ng tao sa mundo, PWD eh.
Because
Tapos
of,
yung totoong PWD, hindi naman na napapangalagaan. Hindi na tama eh.
Opo. So, yun nga po, ma'am, because with the issuance of the National PWD ID card, which should be based on the 10 classifications of disability that the guidelines had been with NCDA and the
Saan
department
galing yung 10?
with the NCDA and Department of Health po. So they issued a version 3 of
Sigurado kayo, 10 lang ha? Kasi tuwing tumitingin ako, naiba eh. Are
Based-
you sure 10?
10 po yung
Absolute na yan?
based on the guidelines po na nailabas po, ma'am.
Okay, so 10. We just agree on the 10, ganon?
For the moment po, ma'am, kasi disability is an evolving concept, ma'am. So, possibility po is magkaroon pa po ng
And then,
addition-
paano yung, if you're going to count on the LGUs, maasahan ba na sasabihan natin yung LGU? Paano ba?
Yes, ma'am. Because since they have issued the IDs, ma'am, they have the baseline data.
No, but we're already saying that you and I know perfectly well that some of those were fake, some of those were issued with no basis at all, and some were bought outright through bribery and corruption.
Based
So
on-
alam na natin yon, given na yon.
Yes.
Anong gagawin natin ngayon?
So, bali po ito, ma'am, ay kasi may bago na pong numbering po, no po, nung mga IDs na ito, they were strict on it by resubmitting all the requirements. Again, like for me, I'm an amputee, so I have to submit all my requirements
You
again.
mean to say ina-update regularly yan?
Every 3 years po ito, ma'am.
Every
Pero-
3 years?
Pero ngayon po, it's every 5 years na po, ma'am.
Ala, patagal ng patagal. So, 3 to 5 years ina-update. So you're saying we don't use the DOH kasi it's kulang? Ang gagamitin natin, LGU ID na lang?
Ma'am,
What's your position? I'm a little bit lost.
Yeah.
Because some of the papers that were submitted, ang sabi DOH, stick to DOH para stricto. Sabi mo naman, yung LGU na lang, okay naman yung ID.
what the LGU has been doing, ma'am, came from the DOH and the NCDA.
Hindi rin hindi rin. Marami kaming linalagay na walang listahan sa DOH.
Opo.
Hindi yan, they're not identical.
Yes, ma'am. Ang naging problem po kasi, ma'am, yung pagre-relay ng data from LGU going to DOH, ma'am. So, dun po nagkaroon ng gap on sending those informations
No,
po.
precisely. So my point is there are two suggestions pending. One is the DOH and the other one is the LGU. What are you saying?
Yeah. Through the LGU, ma'am, because the template has been given or
Kaya
from
nga,
the DOH.
But we've already admitted that the LGU listings are faulty for various reasons. So therefore, what do? And then the DOH naman is grossly inadequate. So what do? Saan tayo?
Centralized na lang po, ma'am.
Centralized saan?
Central database, ma'am, with DOH pa rin po ito, ma'am.
DOH pa rin, dagdagan na lang, ganon? Pero ilan ba, yeah, I see some.
Pero based on, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, let's let the others talk.
Sige, sige.
Yes, Miss Fe Corpus.
Opo. There are two kinds, the apparent and non-apparent.
Hindi, okay.
For the non-apparent, we will need the medical certificate from the DOH. So, pag apparent po, immediately the LGU can issue the ID po. Yun lang po dalawa ang dapat tingnan. Kapag non-apparent po, ibig sabihin hindi halata, kailangan po ang DOH and medical certificate po.
See, yeah, okay. Pero malabo rin yan. Pero okay lang, Miss Garcia.
Madam Chair, the system that we are using in the LGU is the DOH registry. So,
Kasingit yung pagkarami-raming PWD card na hindi totoo.
with that, Madam Chair, I cannot speak in behalf of the LGUs, other LGUs, but there are some scenarios like that. But as far as the system is concerned that we are only using one system, and that is the DOH registry.
And
I think it
that's
just
the
has.
same, 10 categories. that
Yes,
we're
ma'am.
doing.
Madam Chair, actually the version 4 of the DOH registry form has the 10 categories of disability. And it was just recently updated and forwarded awarded to the LGUs. So at this time, we are using that kind of form, and we are hopeful that we can gather all the persons with disabilities, and hand in hand with the other organizations of persons with disabilities. We are also having partnership with them for us to encourage all the persons with disabilities.
But you're
to-
not a health worker, right? You're
I'm a registered social worker.
you're a
ma'am.
social worker.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero you are applying the DOH.
Yes, Madam Chair, as mandated by the DOH for us, the
Okay.
LGUs, in gathering the persons with disabilities. Thank you.
Thank
If sa tingin mo, natulungan ka ng video ko na ito, nakasave ka sa oras mo, you can click yung thanks button at any amount ay malaking help sa pag-grow ng channel ko. Yun lang po muna ang aking update. Sana ay nakatulong na dagdag kaalaman ang aking shinare today. Ang goal ng aking channel ay mag-create ng awareness. Kung ganitong mga topic ang gusto mo, panoorin mo ang mga videos ko na ito. Thanks for watching! Kung may kapamilya, kaibigan o kakilala sa tingin mo ay magiging interesado sa video, please share or tag sila sa comment section. At syempre, if nagustuhan mo ang video, i-like mo na ito at subscribe ka na din. As always, feel free to write your questions, comments, and opinions respectfully. And continue to be a blessing and stay safe!